I just started. I'm finna sing.
This shit, Wade, my mama, team me up. Oh, you can still wait? No!
I put in the main chat. Oh, with it.
Let's go, Wade.
I went to sleep like 4 times. Cannot go to sleep. I'm dead.
I'm trying to get down, huh?
I'm dead, oh God. Johnny, you funny as hell.
Oh, on Facebook?
Oh God.
Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California.
Wait, did you see that shit
Bob
Myers said?
Have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off.
Basically, he was like,
with the Kansas City Chiefs.
The last time they won,
the children will grow.
it didn't really mean much.
Yeah, his ass too.
This fielded at the 2.
And then Frank Nitty commented said, you motherfucker ungrateful. But then he deleted it straight, and he just put ungrateful. Now people trying to talk shit to him. He was keeping it a buck.
I don't care. You winning a championship means everything. I don't care. I don't care you have KD, Curry, Clay, or none of them. That it's still hard to win a championship.
From the 30.
I don't care what nobody say. If KD didn't come to them, they would not even get close to a 3-peat like they almost did.
Yeah.
Like they really gonna be able to beat the Rockets without KD. Bro, you seen the difference KD made when he was hurt already.
Look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
That says everything in itself. There's no way he come in 3 for 3. I think like 11 points.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Cock hurts.
Mahomes now on first down.
Pig. Oh, pig, like I said.
Picked off by Demarius Randall. Not that time for Watkins.
My plays in the wrong.
Oh, you have Michael Porter. That's a little boy. That's a little boy to Giannis. Yeah. Jesus.
I don't understand how you can stream, but you can't start shit play.
Yeah, that shit's stupid, bro.
Henry Ruggs, fast as shit.
Hell yeah.
He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Carr.
Look, I don't get time.
He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
This nigga got a double. You are a bitch, bro.
out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a road. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen.
This might be a
he had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Person.
By Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. Tremendous effort and a great catch.
I've been tanking my whole life.
Return is he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
I know there's like 30 teams over. Shit, I mean, the OG is quick.
About set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score.
I put him 3 times. I'm blowing him out every time.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes.
I got him
loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. After the
crazy part, I don't
sack,
feel
things get a
like
little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there.
I'm not going to put no expect on the road.
He's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Spin cycle.
Try hard, EJ. You beat me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized.
I hate it here.
Oh my God.
I think the head coach
I hate it here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh my God, I hate it here. I mean, I know I probably should have controlled him, but that's Derek Carr for me to put the ball.
Pass brings him up 2nd and 10.
To
throw again.
We gonna try this again. That's my fault again. I should stand
He's
fucking
taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season. A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Oh my God, you want to
that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, that was set up for a hit suit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
On second down now, it's Williams. He finds an opening past the 40.
Slow as shitterton.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Davian Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Haiti missing layups. What the fuck?
Sound like you having fun.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything.
Those niggas fucking double teaming it all wrong.
Which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Oh my God.
Now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, your team.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Strike quickly for 6.
Well, I went to sleep, woke up, went back to sleep, woke up, went back to sleep, woke up.
And that makes the score 14-7.
35 o'clock, some shit right there.
Was fielded at the 2.
Everybody got off last one.
And not a bad
Realize
return
it's
here.
cheated with the bad face.
Come in, motherfucker. Looking for a chat.
Shit, I mean, you got Julio Jones. You could do the same thing with Julio. Oh, God. All the plays I just did, they work with Julio because they got that post elite.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to.
Can I get a foul? Can I get a foul, bro?
Pickup of 16 and the Chiefs first down. One play has him up past the 40 already.
I just think the 2K is sucking niggas cock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle credited to Jamal
because that post elite shit, you get
so after
that.
A run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can make any receiver code. Rico Gafford, fucking Julian Edelman. I'll probably line by that Julian Edelman. Johnny Jones.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
That's good,
That's
dude.
going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, man, on 3rd.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Good shot,
Working from the
Wade.
gun, Mahomes.
Oh, you give me that cookies, bitch. Brain D, wait, give me up. Let's go. Up on 1. Go. Got the lead, bitch. Oh, Jesus.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And a great return.
Oh, yeah, it's up there now. Oh, God, I got the lead.
It's up there, bro.
It's up there, folks. Let's go, Wade.
Athleticism, spots like that.
Let's go. I'm up by 3 on Jesus. It's up there now. It's up there and stuck there, bitch.
You and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know.
It's up there and it's fucking stuck there. You ain't getting the lead back no more. You sucked your bag, bitch.
You hear him, Reed.
He sold his bag on Jesus, Breon. You understand? He sold his bag. He would have to lose the whole game. Now I got that.
Turn 18 and change the first.
For a touchback.
Man, who the fuck holding my phone?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over. Right back out there. It's almost like
You know I'm
moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Good work after the catch. Good a net of 23 in the first. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport.
Like, it's so common. If you roll up to that side, you go into that side.
Picked off near
I'm
the
not taking
29.
no fucking history.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage.
Good damn one, Wade.
He shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Man, and you know they give it to him too. Try to went out of bounds.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
D.
One play drive, long pass.
Go, Wade.
Just want to do that again, right?
Dunk him. Dunk him.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
I got all the close plays
on the play. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do?
I don't make him like Chad because Chad be doing all the audible shit and all that.
Change your timing. Change your location.
Like,
so sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
But like basically these audibles right here, I will only have like one audible in some of them because I don't like put the audibles in.
Carr now on first down, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now?
Henry Rose got Tyreek Hill speed.
Do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take
that's all he is. That's all he is.
The running game, or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on 2nd and 3.
Back for it, let's go.
He just threw that scary.
He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I just joined another league.
Mahomes now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half. But he's got a first down here.
I know I'm from a league like some other league. One league been in the fucking...
Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Come on, Giannis.
Throwing the football, he's not as
sharp he missed
as he
was
last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
I'll probably put Browns. I'm from the other guy in the Browns.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And
Mahomes can't throw.
Incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This nigga Rudge is so the bag.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Why are you going so Porzingis? Damn.
Porzing.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position. Their own 2-yard line.
That's his ball. Get the fuck out of here.
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. And the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Carr to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2.
I keep forgetting this is not like a punt. That's a kickoff. That's a kickoff. I do that every time.
I'm a former defender.
I literally do that every
time.
Easy now. I'll
that
go
is a
4.
kickoff,
I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Get your name, bitch. Yes, sir.
Mahomes. And this
Kelsey just
incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Stream, because I know what y'all going to say. I'm doing the same play, but I'm from 40 yards.
And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Play. The shake halfback corner. Slot shake.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go. So
how the hell he get the rebound? How is he getting the rebound? What the fuck?
So that change.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it.
How is he getting? How do you get the rebound, bro? I'm down by 11 seconds.
He got my forward for 11 seconds.
Yes, this nigga pulled the shot like 2 threes and nobody got my team got a rebound.
Up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Like how did he get a rebound? I did it.
I'm gonna say he do rugs for Hill. He better give me Tyreek Hill.
After the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
I want to see he gave rugs for Hill. I come and get rugs like go to 5.
I was watching some bullshit.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and picked it off.
Because they gave how the fuck did he get a rebound?
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Oh my God! Well, I'm gonna try to spoon these at the second half.
Watkins, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL.
You missed both of them. And my niggas not getting no fucking rebound, but his nigga did.
Get some more points.
Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Henry Ruggs go to 5. I swear to God. Henry Ruggs go to 5.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
This nigga Henry Ruggs is so go to 5.
Working from the gun, it's caught. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Well, I only scored
3 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown.
I don't even like picking the Chiefs. You know what they say. Like, even the Chiefs and Ravens, you already know what they say. And then, you know, if I get the Chiefs, it's over. That's why I don't like picking them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively.
I had the Chiefs in the league, but instead of Hill, I had DK Metcalf at 99 speed, 99 acceleration.
In this situation, if they decide to take a shot.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. They'll break the
more
come up on second
he has
and
3
8 at the
specialists in
27-yard line.
league.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
On third down,
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I don't want to run the ball, but
the Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
Can't run a ball.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory. But also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
What do you mean, cheater?
Check 56-18.
To throw his call. He's airing it out.
I threw that late.
How the fuck does he have 3?
No interception so far.
And none of my niggas got the rebound.
He running cover 1.
I'm done 2K.
Here's Lachlan Edwards.
That's why Shepard is wild.
As he'll punt it away for the second
I need to shoot
time.
some niggas. Get Warzone Dub or something.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
I don't know what
this one will
that's how
not
I
be
know I
returnable
saw.
as it sails out of bounds.
Look.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Two
They
threes,
trail
brick both.
offense first time to
Every time
touch the
I-
ball in quarter
every
3,
time I put him
and
up
we'll
with
see
my
what they can
dick.
do.
And I can't wait to see
My niggas
what
not
they
getting
have
no type of
planned.
rebound.
Because some teams script to start a half.
That's why I don't care about not getting calls. Cause I know even if I had Giannis, like my open Giannis and shit, they gonna be missing shots, open all that shit. My offense hit 50% possession on me, but I shoot the same shot. I'm breaking. He only got 32 passing, man.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception.
We there.
Picked up on a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. And it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I'm gonna see if you want to trade Henry Ruggs for
Tyreek quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot. They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Quit talking about it and play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Oh, my first positive game.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Bye-bye, bitch.
He might be open on this play. At the same time, I don't freaking know. That's right. I'm taking a penalty. I already know who I want right there.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, the new shit. I added another post play. This is my first time doing this play.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Here he was. You score right here. I'm gonna go cool.
Gonna throw.
Oh my God! Look, you open. Oh my God!
Frank Clark able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
That's spin.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Mahomes.
He fumbled. Oh, wow.
Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is brought in at the 21.
I swear to God, here he goes, go to 5.
There he goes, right side.
He was his go to 5.
Touchdown, Oakland. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return as his guys continue.
This nigga here, he runs his go to 5.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. This nigga here, he
runs his go to 5.
This is taken as 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
I didn't know I was about 40. You don't feel like it. McCoy, how's my team going, bud?
Yeah, I'm off that bitch, bro. John saying that last one I'm done for the day. It's like three of my niggas are on the paint. 2 of them in the corners. He missed both fucking shots. And my niggas not get the rebound, and then he shot a 3 again, he made the bitch. What the fuck?
This is Williams.
And
he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Every time you get excited, here comes the next game.
Fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far.
I got a 3-point shooting foul, but
as he gets this one away.
Take
it in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
Oh, my God.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Chris Jones on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Watch the pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacobs. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Sheds off the tackle, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
Oh, he's
past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final
you want
play
to be
of preparation each week.
in the league.
The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I got on.
So for Oakland, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first two home games. They will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Y'all in Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen.
He said Japan. Go crazy. Hey, Rez only got one skill point. Because he. Oh yeah. If he gets speed, I'm crying. If he gets speed, I'm crying. He got acceleration. This nigga got acceleration. He got 98 speed, 98 acceleration now. Like, that shit's so fucking cheap.
Why can't I stream too much? The service is unavailable. What the fuck?
I'm streaming right now. So that shit tweak it then. I had a breakout play. Bro, see, I ain't gonna lie. I had a breakout play. I probably didn't get it. I forgot I had this. I forgot I had this breakout play. Yeah, I definitely didn't get that. Man, how many times I played that game over? I forgot all about a breakout play. That nigga just said he's in Japan. I know what I'm finna do. Yeah, I'm finna